Introduction. Imagine waking up one morning and your smartphone is completely gone. Yep, vanished. But wait, was it an accident? Or was it done on purpose? Who knows? What if smartphones were suddenly wiped off the planet? What would happen? Today we're diving into some truly interesting scenarios of what might unfold if smartphones just disappeared from our lives. Ready for the chaos? Let's jump in. Section 1. Conspiracy theories and the government's role. First question, if smartphones disappeared, who would do it and why? According to many conspiracy theorists, governments and big tech companies are already watching us. That's right, our smartphones are basically surveillance tools. GPS, microphones, cameras, even our fingerprints. It's all being recorded. So what if one day, a global decision was made to just shut down smartphones altogether? Maybe it's all part of a massive surveillance plan? Perhaps big tech and governments are working together to stop us from being tracked? Once smartphones are gone, nobody can be watched anymore. Does that sound a little suspicious? Section 2. Chaos and societal collapse. Hold up, smartphones are more than just a way to talk to people. They're a means of control. Without them, everything would spiral out of control. People would be forced to go back to old communication methods, but it wouldn't be easy. No social media, no messaging apps, no instant notifications. The entire world would go into panic mode. People would think their phones really just vanished, and paranoia would go through the roof. What if, instead of a simple glitch, smartphones are actually just one piece of our digital identity controlled by implanted devices in our brains? Maybe the real reason they're disappearing is for a bigger plan. Who's to say? Section 3. Communication breakdown and natural disasters. Now let's think about the impact of smartphones on communication. Without them, it would all fall apart. GPS, transportation systems, even emergency alerts. Everything would stop working. People would get lost. Cities would grind to a halt. And imagine if a natural disaster hit while smartphones are gone. Everyone's left unprepared. But here's the wild part. Maybe this collapse is actually the perfect setup for a new world order. Governments and big powers could use this chaos to rebuild society in their image. What if the collapse isn't an accident, but a planned move to reset the world? Section 4. Social media and control mechanisms. Now let's talk about social media. If smartphones disappeared, so would social media. And that's not just bad for us, it's catastrophic for big companies. All that money, those ads, influencers, poof, gone. But wait, what if this is part of a bigger scheme? What if social media's destruction is a way to bring about total control? Imagine, no more viral posts, no more sharing, no one to manipulate or monitor. But what if that's exactly what they want? Social media gone, but in its place, something far more insidious takes control of our attention. A more controlled society could emerge, one where manipulation isn't as obvious. Section 5. Freedom or more control. So, what if smartphones disappear and we finally experience real freedom? At first, it would be terrifying, sure. But maybe the absence of smartphones would force us to take back control. But wait, what if that freedom comes at a price? No phones means more control by other means. Could we end up more enslaved than ever under new digital control systems? Maybe we just exchange one type of dependency for another. What if the collapse of smartphones isn't the beginning of freedom, but the start of an even tighter system of digital manipulation? Conclusion. In the end, if smartphones were to vanish, it would change everything. Society would collapse, communication would break down, and who knows what other forces would seize this opportunity to manipulate the chaos. Maybe the disappearance of smartphones is a lesson we need to learn. The world is rarely what it seems. So what do you think? If smartphones were gone, what would happen? Drop your thoughts in the comments, but be careful, because maybe you're already being watched.